Last month, my great-granddaughter Sarah came to visit me. She's 6 years old now, full of energy and innocence. We were sitting in my garden enjoying the afternoon sunshine when she suddenly looked at me with those big, curious eyes and asked, "Grandpa, why do you walk so slow? My daddy says you used to run around with him when he was little." I'll be honest with you, her words hit me right in the heart. Not because she meant anything by it, but because children have this remarkable ability to speak the plain truth that we adults often avoid. I sat there wondering how I went from the man who could chase his grandson around the yard to someone who now struggles to get up from his favorite chair without wincing. Maybe you've experienced something similar. A grandchild asking why you can't play like you used to. Or perhaps you've caught that look of concern in your adult children's eyes when they see you grabbing onto furniture as you move around your own home. Those moments stay with us, don't they? They remind us of what we've lost and what we fear we might never get back. My name is Dr. Harold Winters. I'm 91 years old, and I've been practicing medicine for over 6 decades. I started as a young military doctor during the Korean War and later established my private practice in internal medicine, specializing in geriatric care. Even at my age, I still volunteer at our community clinic twice a week, because I believe that my experience, both as a physician and as someone experiencing the challenges of aging firsthand, provides insights that younger doctors simply cannot offer. When I was in my 70s, I could still climb stairs without thinking about it. In my 80s, I noticed changes but could manage. Now in my 90s, I've seen how quickly things can deteriorate if we don't understand what's happening in our bodies. And that's why I'm talking to you today, because what I've discovered about maintaining leg strength has transformed not just my life, but hundreds of my elderly patients' lives as well. Let me tell you about Margaret. She was 82 when she first came to see me, a proud, independent woman who had raised 4 children on her own after her husband passed away in his 50s. She came into my office in tears, something I could tell was difficult for a woman of her strength. "Dr. Winters," she said, "I can't play with my great-grandchildren anymore. My legs just give out. My daughter is talking about moving me to an assisted living facility because she's afraid I'll fall when nobody's around." The fear in her eyes was palpable. It wasn't just about losing her independence, it was about losing her identity, her home, her connections to a lifetime of memories. "And I see this fear in my office every single day." Or take Richard, a 78-year-old former construction worker with hands that could build anything but legs that now trembled just trying to cross his living room. "Doc," he told me, "I worked physical. Jobs my whole life. How can my body betray me like this?" His wife sat beside him, nodding silently, both of them feeling helpless against what they believed was just inevitable aging. What about you? Have you noticed yourself avoiding activities you once enjoyed? Planning your day around how much walking will be required? Calculating the number of steps to the bathroom in the middle of the night? Wondering if this is simply what getting older means? Well, I'm here to tell you something that might surprise you, something that goes against what most doctors, even well-intentioned ones, have been telling us for years. The deterioration in leg strength that so many of us experience isn't simply an inevitable part of aging. And it's not your fault that you weren't told the whole truth. You see, for decades we've been given incomplete information about nutrition as we age. We're told to eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, and that's generally good advice. But here's what most physicians miss. Certain fruits, despite their healthy reputation, contain compounds that can actually interfere with muscle maintenance and leg strength in people over 70. This isn't something you'll hear in mainstream medical advice because most nutritional studies are conducted on younger adults. It's only in the last decade that researchers have begun to understand how differently our aging bodies process certain foods, particularly fruits with specific sugar and acid profiles. The problem lies in how these fruits interact with our changing metabolism and muscle repair mechanisms. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to certain compounds that younger people process with ease. These compounds can gradually interfere with the crucial pathways that maintain muscle strength, specifically in our legs, where we need stability the most. But here's the good news, and I want you to really hear this. It's not too late to make changes that will bring back strength and stability to your legs. I've developed a simple protocol based on both cutting-edge research and time-tested methods that has helped hundreds of my elderly patients regain confidence in their mobility. And the best part, you can implement these changes right in your own home with minimal expense and start seeing results in as little as 7 days. I'm going to share with you exactly which fruits are causing problems, why they affect our legs specifically, and most importantly, what you can do about it. I'll walk you through a straightforward 5-step protocol that has transformed the lives of patients like Margaret and Richard, and can do the same for you. Before I reveal the 7 fruits that could be sabotaging your leg strength, let me explain exactly what happens in our bodies as we age. You see, after age 70, our muscle fibers change. They become more vulnerable to certain compounds called enzyme inhibitors. These inhibitors can block the action of proteolytic enzymes, the very enzymes your body needs to maintain and repair muscle tissue. When these enzymes are blocked, even slightly day after day, your muscles, especially in your legs, begin to weaken and lose tone. And here's the part that surprised even me when I discovered it. Certain fruits, despite their healthy reputation, are particularly high in these enzyme inhibitors. Now let me share the 7 fruits that could be undermining your leg strength. Grapefruit, particularly red varieties pineapple, especially when eaten regularly tart cherries. Despite their anti-inflammatory reputation, kiwi fruit, particularly when eaten with the skin certain varieties of apples, specifically Red Delicious and Granny Smith underripe bananas canned fruit cocktail, due to the preservative interaction with the fruit acids. These fruits contain compounds that, in our aging bodies, can interfere with proper muscle maintenance and repair. The citric acid in grapefruit, for instance, can disrupt calcium absorption, crucial for muscle contraction. Pineapple contains bromelain, which is actually beneficial in small amounts, but can interfere with certain medication absorption that many seniors take. Tart cherries, while excellent for inflammation in younger adults, contain compounds that can actually block certain muscle repair pathways in people over 75. But please understand, I'm not telling you to eliminate all fruit from your diet. Fruits provide essential vitamins and fiber that we need. It's about making strategic adjustments based on how our bodies change as we age. Now, let me share with you my 5-step protocol that has helped hundreds of my elderly patients regain their leg strength and confidence in movement. I call it the ST-RONG method, simple targeted restoration of natural gait. Step 1. Strategic fruit substitution. The first step is to replace those problematic fruits with better alternatives that support leg strength. For 21 days, I want you to remove the 7 fruits I mentioned and replace them with these muscle-supporting alternatives. Instead of grapefruit, enjoy oranges or tangerines, which provide similar vitamin C without the enzyme-blocking compounds. Replace pineapple with papaya, which contains digestive enzymes that actually help protein absorption. Instead of tart cherries, opt for blueberries or blackberries, which provide antioxidants without the problematic compounds. Replace kiwi with mango, which supports digestion, without interfering with muscle maintenance. Instead of Red Delicious or Granny Smith apples, choose Gala or Fuji varieties, which have different enzyme profiles. Only eat fully ripened bananas with brown spots, which indicates the starches have converted to more usable sugars. Replace canned fruit cocktail with fresh melon or berries. Here's a simple elderly hack that makes this easier. Use a color-coding system in your refrigerator. Place a small green dot sticker on containers with fruits that support muscle strength, and keep a printed list on your refrigerator door. My patient Elaine, who struggles with remembering new information, found this system made it effortless to make better choices. Step 2. Timed protein pairing. The second step involves strategically pairing protein with your fruit consumption. This is crucial because protein provides the amino acids needed for muscle repair, while certain components in the right fruits can actually enhance protein absorption. Every time you eat fruit, especially in the morning, pair it with a small amount of protein about the size of your palm. This could be a hard-boiled egg, a small portion of cottage cheese, a handful of almonds, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. The protein helps buffer the fruit sugars and provides immediate building blocks. For muscle maintenance, the timing is important. Consume your protein either just before or together with your fruit, never more than 15 minutes apart. For those of you who find it difficult to prepare protein in the morning, here's a practical tip from my 88-year-old patient Walter. Prepare hard-boiled eggs once a week and keep them in your refrigerator, or use unsweetened Greek yogurt, which stays fresh for days and requires no preparation. Step 3. Resistance Movement Circuit. The third step of the protocol involves a simple 7-minute movement circuit that you can do sitting in a chair if needed. This isn't about exhausting exercise, it's about sending the right signals to your leg muscles to maintain and build strength. Perform this circuit each morning, about 30 minutes after breakfast. Seated leg extensions. While sitting upright in a sturdy chair, slowly extend one leg until it's straight. Hold for 3 seconds, then lower. Repeat 8 times with each leg. Ankle circles. Extend your leg slightly and rotate your foot in a circle, 10 times clockwise and 10 times counterclockwise. Repeat with the other foot. Chair. Stands. If you're able, practice standing up from your chair. Without using your hands, then sitting back down slowly. Start with just 4 or 5 repetitions and gradually build up. Seated marching. Lift your knees alternately as if marching in place while seated. Aim for 20 total lifts, 10 per leg. For those with balance concerns, here's an elderly hack. Place the chair near a wall or sturdy piece of furniture that you can hold onto if needed. My patient Dorothy, who was afraid of falling during exercises, placed her chair next to her kitchen counter so she always had support within reach. Step 4. Optimal nutrient timing. The fourth step focuses on when you consume certain nutrients throughout the day to maximize their benefit for leg strength. Morning. 10 a.m. This is when your body is primed to use protein most efficiently. Consume your highest protein meal in this window, along with your muscle-supporting fruits. Midday, 12 to 2 p.m., focus on magnesium-rich foods like dark leafy greens, which support muscle function. This is also an ideal time for your complex carbohydrates. Evening, 5-7 p.m. Include calcium-rich foods like dairy or fortified plant milks, which work overnight to support muscle contraction abilities. Avoid all fruit after 7 p.m., as the natural sugars can interfere with the muscle repair that happens during sleep. An easy way to remember this schedule is protein at dawn, greens at noon, calcium at dusk. My 93-year-old patient Herbert wrote this on a small card that he keeps on his kitchen table, and it helped him transform his eating patterns without feeling overwhelmed. Step 5. Gentle detoxification support. The final step in the protocol helps your body clear out the accumulated enzyme inhibitors that may already be affecting your leg strength. This involves a simple morning routine. Upon waking, drink a full glass of room temperature water with the juice of half a lemon and a quarter teaspoon of natural sea salt. Wait 15 minutes before consuming anything else. Throughout the day, sip on ginger tea, either made fresh or from tea bags. The lemon helps stimulate your liver's natural detoxification processes, while the small amount of salt provides trace minerals that support nerve function in your legs. The ginger tea helps improve circulation to your extremities, ensuring nutrients reach your leg muscles more efficiently. For those who find this routine difficult to remember, my patient Victoria places her water glass, a lemon half, and the salt measure on her nightstand before bed, so everything is ready when she wakes up. Now, I want to share with you some remarkable transformations I've witnessed in my patients who followed this protocol. Remember Margaret, the 82-year-old grandmother, afraid of being moved to assisted living? After just 11 days on this protocol, she noticed she could stand up from her sofa without pushing off with her hands. By day 17, she was walking to her mailbox and back without her cane. 6 weeks later, she sent me a video of her playing a modified version of tag with her great-grandchildren in the backyard. The most touching moment came when her daughter called me. "Dr. Winters," she said with emotion in her voice, Mom invited us for Sunday dinner last week, and she cooked the entire meal standing in her kitchen. I haven't seen her do that in over 2 years. Whatever you told her, it's giving us back our mother. Then there's Richard, the former construction worker. His transformation was even more dramatic. After just 8 days, he reported that the constant trembling in his legs had diminished noticeably. By the 3-week mark, he was back in his workshop, for short periods, pursuing his woodworking hobby that he had abandoned over a year ago. His wife Eleanor told me, it's not just his legs that are stronger, his whole spirit is stronger. He's making plans again, talking about projects he wants to build for the grandkids. I feel like I've gotten my husband back. And Clara, a 75-year-old former dance teacher who had given up her beloved evening walks because her legs would turn to jelly after just a block. 3 weeks after starting the protocol, she joined a senior walking group in her community. Dr. Winters, she told me, her eyes bright with joy, yesterday I walked 1.5 miles. 1.5 miles. I came home and cried happy tears. What moves me most is how these physical changes extend far beyond just stronger legs. When we regain our mobility, we reclaim our independence, our confidence, our connections with others, and our joy in daily living. I understand that at our age, we've seen many promises come and go. We've tried diets and exercise plans that didn't deliver what they claimed. You might be wondering if this protocol will really work for you. Let me assure you, it's never too late to strengthen your legs and improve your mobility. Your body retains an incredible capacity for healing and regeneration, even in your 80s and 90s. I've seen this protocol work for patients in their mid-90s, some with multiple health conditions. All I ask is that you try this approach for just 7 days. That's enough time to begin experiencing changes that will motivate you to continue. Some notice differences in as little as 4 days. Your family will notice the difference in how you move. But more importantly, you'll feel the difference in your confidence, your independence, and your enjoyment of daily activities you might have been avoiding. Stronger legs mean stronger living. They mean saying yes to invitations instead of making excuses to stay home. They mean playing with grandchildren instead of watching from the sidelines. They mean dancing at family weddings instead of sitting at the table all evening. I'm 91 years old, and I still walk 2 miles every morning. I still garden, still dance with my wife of 67 years, still play modified tennis with friends. Not because I have special genes, but because I understand how to work with my aging body instead of fighting against it. You can experience this transformation too. Start with day 1 of the protocol tomorrow morning. Make those simple fruit substitutions. Add that bit of protein. Do those gentle seated exercises. Time your nutrients thoughtfully. Support your body's natural detoxification. 1 week from now, notice how differently you feel when you stand up. Pay attention to how your confidence grows with each passing day. Observe how your outlook brightens as your mobility improves. Remember, this isn't just about stronger legs. It's about a stronger life. It's about remaining in the home you love, participating in the activities that bring you joy, and maintaining your precious independence. If this information has been helpful to you, please consider sharing it with other seniors in your life who might be struggling with weakening legs. Sometimes the simplest changes make the most profound differences. And if you'd like to learn more about maintaining your strength and independence as you age, please subscribe to this channel. Each week, I share insights from my 6 decades of medical practice and my personal journey through aging. Thank you for spending this time with me today. This is Dr. Harold Winters, wishing you strong legs and a vibrant life, no matter your age. Remember, your best days aren't all behind you. With the right knowledge and small consistent actions, wonderful days still lie ahead. I'll see you next time.